Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know, closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is
found. Take two. I got the volume on. Let me take these off. Welcome, everyone. I can't believe it's Wednesday again. Another week. Let me get into comments so I can see you all. All right. Today was my first David's Grin in here. I think we did it all. There's so much preparation that happens before the show and all these things. We were learning things on the fly again. I was really tickled pink with the idea that now if you're watching on my Facebook page, Claudette Huber, like my personal page, I believe we have now figured out that I will be able to see your comments. So actually David will probably do that right now. He's going to go to my Facebook page and he's going to shoot a comment over so we can see if it'll show up here. It should now. We went in and made it not just a friends, but a public page. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I keep saying because we literally didn't realize what time it was, so I'm just catching my breath. And it's my first show, that's right, without Christopher here. Hello. So David just said hello. Okay, so, oh yeah, and your comments are showing up. Excellent. Oh my gosh. Knock on wood, I'm feeling like this is going to be a good show. We are here. Hello, Janice and Kathy. It was lovely to see you earlier today. We were talking about what to do with our tickets, and David agrees. We're going to put it in, where we discussed. I guess I shouldn't tell the whole world where we're putting our tickets for Teresa Caputo, but David said it was a good idea what we talked about earlier. And I also want to just talk about it's back to school. So for many of us, today was the first day back. I think it sounded like when I was talking to Janice that her babies went to college. Yesterday was their first half day. So everyone is experiencing brand new things. It's that, isn't it just different, the air in the fall? You see the leaves are skipping across the road and you just the air feels different and fresh, like there's new beginnings happening. Everybody's going to school with fresh new clothes and brand new pencil crayons, and everything's new. Everything is full of potential. And you know what? It doesn't matter if we're not in school. I think it's a wonderful time of the year, and I can see why people enjoy fall because I could feel it. And maybe it's because I'm in a huge transition right now with the shop, but I felt like it's going to be okay, and you're on to a new big adventure. Fall, the season of fall. I was talking to a shopper. She's from Quesnel today. Hello, lovely bee. You made it. You're back from your travels. And MJ's in the house. MLP Mech Arm. Ladies, get crazy here. He's our bud. He's keeping us young and hip. But yeah, I had a customer in from Quesnel earlier today, and well, she used to live in Quesnel, and she said she's looking forward to moving back. And anyway, I said, well, when are you going for a visit? And she's going next week. And I just all of a sudden remembered they get the leaves that turn red, like those maple leaf kind of shaped leaves. I think they're maybe maple leaf trees. Fawn could tell me. Fawn knows what I'm talking about with the red leaves. But it's so beautiful. It's almost too like they have ivy, and the leaves have turned red. David and I went to Quesnel because I have to go sometimes see a specialist out there. And that's the first time I witnessed it, because typically, you know, you stay home, and in these northern parts of Canada, you're not really going and traveling away so much, especially when you have kids in school, but also with the weather, you're traveling in the summertime. So I got to see the leaves change, like having changed color in Quesnel, and it was magical. My God, I wanted that. I want those plants at home. They are beautiful. Bee agrees. Yeah, you probably saw them on your travels. Yes, so anyway, she's very excited about heading home to Quesnel to visit family, and I remembered how beautiful it looks in the fall. And I begrudgingly have to say that fall is growing on me. It's not always been my most favorite. Terrible, right? This is like the glass is half full, or how is that when you look at it? I see fall as the harbinger of winter. And so I always get a little edgy and snippy. Oh, we all know what's coming next, instead of just embracing fall. And for some reason, this fall, I'm embracing it. I feel it. I found myself admiring the leaves skipping across the pavement, and I was thinking, what are you doing, Claudette? You're being a traitor. You're being a traitor to summer. This is fall. You don't like fall. So, yeah, I guess we can change, right? And I can like more than one season. So there you go. Winter. Bye, honey. He's like, I've heard enough about fall and winter. But hi there, Blake is in the chat. Welcome, welcome, Blake, my friend. I hope you're doing well. You know, you were on my mind. I just felt like, I hope Blake is okay. It is September, but it's that time of the year. It is, and holy moly, should we just jump right in and talk about the temperatures? Because, wow, was it hot today? Whoa, I was like so surprised. Like, I guess because I'm inside, I'm not feeling it because I'm in the store all day. But people were coming in and they just had a sheen like we were like in July and August. Everyone do the flop. Yeah. MJ, I don't know if I did the flop, I might stay down there. I don't know if I can get back up. Oh, you having a good day and you're okay, Blake. I'm glad to hear that. I just had a little worry feeling about you. And I thought, well, I hope he comes into the chat tonight, and then I can check in and make sure he's good. So, the weather, super hot, 29 degrees. 29 degrees. And I said, well, and I'm talking to the customers as they're coming in and chit-chatting. And I said, well, I can see that there's a breeze out there, so that must be nice. And they're like, no, the breeze is warm, Claudette. It's not giving me any relief. You're like, oh, I can feel the wind. And then all of a sudden you realize, no, that wind is just as warm as what I've been dealing with. So I had to laugh when they were saying that, because we all know what that wind is like, that breeze, when you get it and it's the same temperature. It's so hot. It's our summer now, B says. Strange summer this year, at least not the smoke we had. I know, I'm so grateful, knock on wood. We've not really had to worry too much about smoke or miss out on being outside. I've so appreciated it, and I have noticed it. It's one of my things that I'm grateful for, and I'll say that often in prayer time. But talking about smoke, that was something else I was going to bring up. Boy, did that ever take me by surprise, and I'm sure it did some of you as well the last couple of days when it kicked in and we had that really smoky haze. It just kind of moved right in. I wanted to go to the corn maze. My husband gets an invitation every year, and we get to go to the Peterson corn maze, and it is so much fun. I love it. And I made plans that we would go when my son from Grand Prairie was up visiting, because he's never experienced them. And I thought, wow, that'll be so much fun. We'll take him and he gets to experience this, because it's a very short window that they open it up to the public and you get to go. And I just was so disappointed. Well, my son had a little bit too much fun. He had driven up to Tumbler Ridge to visit some of his buddies that he graduated with, and I kind of figured he partook a little too much, and so he was nursing a little bit of a hangover when he came back through town on his way home to Grand Prairie. And so my idea of going through the corn maze didn't really work out. And actually, let's rephrase that. That was David's idea. David's idea that Matt go, and I just jumped right on that, and I was so excited I could share it with him. But as it turned out, we did not. And I said, well, that's okay, David, because we can go on Sunday or Monday. It won't be a big deal. Well, guess what? The smoke, literally, my son leaves for, I think it was like around 5 o'clock-ish. They left. Dave went off to his shift, and Matt left for Grand Prairie, and it just kind of snuck in. It was so hard on our lungs, B. I agree. I'm just still recovering. The pain just came right away, and I have these like air conditioner like machines in the house, and thank God for them. David got them because of last year and how bad it was with the smoke. But it was having a heck of a time keeping up with purifying the air in the home. Like when I light an incense, it's kind of like we chuckle, because I'll look over at the digital, display to see what numbers we're at, and it'll go right down to like 39% air quality, or I don't know what the measurement is, but the numbers, I know if they go low, they're not good. And but it's temporary, right? So then I just like giggle, and it's okay, and it's not bothering me. But I'll tell you what, with this last forest smoke that was coming through the house, even with everything closed, it was like sitting at around a 70% for air quality cleanliness, and that was tough. There's Kathy! Look at you! Hey, technology! Now Janice can be on hers, and Kathy is you're on your phone. Nice one, girl. See, we're learning new things all the time. I love that. Yeah, so anyway, I'm so grateful. David said that the air machine in our house was reading much better. It's just about 100%. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's been some rough nights. I don't know about you guys. Have you guys been sleeping okay? I have not been sleeping good. Well, hence I wasn't open yesterday, and I'm very sorry for anyone who maybe had plans to come in or tried to come in to the store yesterday, but I got hit with like a migraine in the middle of the night out of a dead sleep. So I think it was just the air. I've never had that happen before. I'm being more mindful of my water intake. As a result, here I should be probably drinking some more water. But I clearly heard, like, the impression in my mind was like, you cannot go into work tomorrow. And I'm really glad. So B says, funny, I can only see Blake's message. Now, it's probably because, B, you and Blake are operating off of the same Facebook page. I'm wondering if you're on my private page, Claudette Huber's Facebook page. I'm just thinking out loud. Wherever you are, it's just because that's just the two of you that are talking in the chat. But you should be able to see on this main screen down in the corner, because I can see everybody's stuff popping up. Yeah, you should be able to see this. I'm going to do something. I hope I don't mess things up. Oh, wow. This is a full screen now. I can see, and I can see the comments. There's Kathy up here in that bottom corner. Okay, but what happens? How do I get out of here? I'd like this big screen, honest. This is quite nice for me. So, are you able to... Nope. So, on the screen where my face is, down in the corner, there's... everybody's comments are going through there. So, I don't know. I don't know, B. Maybe you want to try a different platform? It should show. David says he sees it. I'm not saying you don't see it, but I'm not sure why you're not seeing the comments. Full screen. I'm on your Facebook page from the store. So, I don't know. Okay, anybody can go on the Facebook page for Happy on Main. David, if you're listening, I would love for you to say if you can see our comments on the screen, because that'll be something else we'll have to troubleshoot later. Yeah, I can't even read it, B. But you might be able to go to full screen, because if you go to full, like if I hover my mouse over my screen on the right side at the bottom, I got that. It's just small. Christopher is also saying that he can see it. It's just small. You guys, you might be able to make the screen full. And then the comments get a lot bigger. Like it's a full screen, like you're looking at a TV and you don't see all that other stuff around. So you should be able to make that screen a lot bigger. Enlarge that screen. Yeah. I can see it, but it's so very tiny. I know, B. Check and see, because there's usually like, I'm not so tech here. But, okay, I didn't do that right. I'm drawing something for you guys all. Okay, disregard that top squiggle. But it looks like this, and that's like a symbol to enlarge your screen. You should have something like that somewhere. And once you do that, then the comments get bigger. You'll be able to see them in a large. Okay, I wanted to talk about, it is a blood moon. And it's okay, carry on. I'm carrying on. Let's go into, I want to see if it's this one. Yes, it is. So I'm coming here and I'm going to share with you a screen. Share screen. Yes, I want to share the screen. I want to go to this one, I believe. Yes. Okay. Well, let's get Brenda's out of here. I wonder if Brenda's listening. She was going to. So I want to direct you to this place. It's called the Earth page. I just discovered it today. But what I really was excited about, it was talking about the blood moon. So very cool. And it says, the blood moon rising, mark your calendar. On the nights of September 7th and 8th of 2025, the heavens will ignite with one of nature's most dramatic performances, a total lunar eclipse, better known as the blood moon. What's happening? As Earth passes directly between the sun and the moon, our planet's shadow will completely cover the lunar surface. But instead of disappearing, the moon will glow in shades of deep crimson and copper. This happens because Earth's atmosphere bends sunlight, scattering away blues and the greens while letting fiery reds and oranges slip through to bathe the moon in light. Why does this matter? This eclipse aligns with the harvest moon. I've also heard that it's called the corn moon because they would harvest the corn at this time of the year. The full moon nearest the September equinox, celebrated for centuries as a time of change, tradition, and renewal. The total phase will last over 80 minutes, making it the longest total lunar eclipse since 2022. Nearly 2/3 of humanity will be able to witness at least part of the eclipse. So, unfortunately, we're not part of that. The clearest views across Asia, Africa, and Australia. So we're not going to discuss how to watch it. And it just says here, don't miss it. This is more than an eclipse. It's a reminder of the timeless dance between Earth, Sun, and Moon. And on these nights, look up. The sky will burn red. So cool. I love it. And I love their picture there. So it's beautiful. Anyways, I think we can come back here and remove. Stop sharing. We don't need that anymore. So I thought you would find that. I'm not like a know-it-all on all this stuff, but I am always excited to learn things. So I thought, let's read it together. So, because I hadn't heard anything about the eclipse being able to be to view it. So that makes sense. It's not in our part of the world where we'll be able to see it. Kathy Baird, connect to your TV and you have full screen. iPhone to read in bigger letters. Hold up right then to see full screen turn sideways. The letters are very small. Yeah, they are, Kathy. I wish they were bigger, honestly. I don't know why they have to be that small. And you know what? Maybe that's something I can look up and see if there's something on my end that can make those bigger. I will make a note of that. Font size. Font size of comments. Okay. Done. As B would say, enough of that. It's enough. We haven't talked about what today's show is called. It's called, let me go over here. And I'm going to add this new fandangle angle. Here we go. And I can make it like this so it's even a better view and not so small. I'm learning. So here we go. We're grabbing the card. Here it is, and here's my trusty easel. This card is called Fly with the Dreamer. Fly with the Dreamer. Isn't that dreamy? I know, MJ, it is very hot. We're all feeling it. Although it's going to dip down to 9 degrees tonight, so that'll be super nice. I'll probably have a window open for some breeze. I just love this image. Look at how the owl's head, like his face, is above her like that. It's almost like they're together, melded together as one. And to me, the owl is a very important figure in my spiritual walk. I've had owls right from the very get-go, and to me they mean wisdom, means being able to see what is unseen. You have great eyesight to see your prey. You see in the dark. So it's revealing things that are unseen to you. So I feel like for us coming into this next week, this card is talking about, and this is very interesting because this is another message that I got, was that you're going to see things revealed to you that are just gonna shock you. but they're also meant to be there so that you can understand people's motives and where they really are coming from and their true selves. So it's not a bad thing. I honestly would rather know a person's true intention than be lied to. I'm always huge on truth and huge on I think that's probably why I'm very much like an open book. I was just telling Brenda, I think I tell people too much information, but I guess that's just the way I am. I think that things are going to get revealed to us this week, and you're going to be shocked. Like, they're going to be so overtly like in your face, and you'll just be like, wow, do they not know how this paints them or what impression you're getting? And the key here is to see it. You're being given an opportunity to see the person in their true, where they are at and where their motives lie, so that you can clean house and decide who you're inviting to your supper table. So fly with the dreamer. I think that the owl is, if I think about this, also makes me think like what I wrote in the description. I know it does look like a hairstyle, MJ. I do feel like I wrote in the description that I'm flying, but I don't even know where I'm going. I think I used the words flying, right? And I think the owl's flying for me right now. Let's find out what this card means. Today's episode is 27. 27 shows. See, it's still our first season, but yeah, 27th show today on September 3rd, 2025, and this episode is called Fly with a Dreamer. And thank you to ANGI SULLINS and MARTA ORLOWSKA. And again, I'm going to go over here because we have to share. Command C, I've got it. And I'm going to X this out just to make life easier for me later. And I'm putting in the comments the link to ANGI SULLINS, which reminds me, there's some stuff I ordered from her as a little treat for me because I love her poetry so much, and I need to give her a little bit more money because of the exchange. Give more money. Angie. I keep forgetting it's somewhere down in my emails. Okay, let's grab the book out of our box. This beautiful box. So much detail, little bit of magnet in there. And here's my book. There's that beautiful ribbon in there. Do you know what we're going to be doing going forward is I'm going to start bringing in the new release decks, and then I'll bring in a couple of extras, and I'll start unboxing, and we can look at new decks together and explore them. And then you have the opportunity to buy one if you want. Happy on Main is not going away. It's just changing. We're changing. So what's our number today? Number 12. Fly with the dreamer. Now is the time for traveling with the sacred dream mother. Let her carry you through the galaxy of possibilities. Oh, I love it. You are being asked right now to eschew practicality, logistics, or even reality. God, do I ever feel like that. I can't even answer the most simplest of questions when people are asking me about stuff about my future. I don't know. And it's constantly changing. Just when I think that's where I'm headed, I get another whammy and I'm going a different way. And I think the moral of the story is stop looking for somewhere that you can rest on. I'm not meant to sit down or rest on anything. There's still more to be revealed. So I definitely, right now, need to eschew practicality, logistics, and even my reality. The divine feminine is already speaking to you in the mother tongue of dream language. Boy, is she ever. Are you guys dreaming? When I do dream, I'm having these crazy dreams. Enter the conversation with her by paying attention to your night dreams. I am. Okay, you want to hear a weird dream? So I'm sitting with, of all people, Jennifer Fritzma. I haven't seen her in ages. I mean, we see each other on Facebook. That's about it. But I know how much she loves pit bulls. And those are her babies. And anyway, the randomest thing. So I'm just walking. You just know how you find yourself doing things. So I find myself walking past these townhouses, and Jennifer's sitting on the sidewalk stoop in front of her front door, and it's just like a beautiful day, and she's like having a smoke, and I just plunk myself down beside her, and we're just like it was right now, like as if she's completely caught up and it's like current. She's like, I said to her, oh my God, I haven't seen you in ages. And it was so casual. It was beautiful. And she's like, yeah, and we're just chatting. We're just enjoying each other's company. And then she breaks through like mid while I'm talking. She goes dashing across the road. It wasn't a very busy road. I can kind of see it in my childhood in Grand Prairie where exactly this spot is. And that's how dreams are. It'll pull things from different places. So anyway, she runs across the main road and she comes dashing back. And here she's got a little baby puppy, a little baby pit bull. And she goes running right past me into her house, like to rescue this pit bull. And I look across the street and I realize, oh my God, while we were talking, someone just abandoned a litter of baby pit bulls. And then I'm having this internal dialogue with myself. I'm like, well, I'm not sure if I want a pit bull. Like, aren't they scary? Like, I know that it's cute. I gotta go save this pit bull. So I go barreling across the road and I go grab the pit bulls. And there's two little ones and they were so cute. I'm looking at them and going, I think we could be friends. I think, if I raise you right, you're going to be a nice dog. And anyway, that's how I woke up, having this turmoil inside about, look at them. How can these little creatures be bad? They are just so beautiful. And I was on my way home, and then I got into the house and I was making a cute little bed for them. And all the while I'm like, am I doing the right thing? What am I doing? So that was the most bizarre. And I know it has some deep meaning because it was just so interesting that Jennifer would just randomly come into my mind and they showed me these dogs. So I'm working through that. Do you know what I do with my dreams? I write them down in a journal and I just start going down that rabbit hole. So then I will write pit bull and I'll write some of the attributes or like qualities. And then I will describe what they look like. Like I just try to pull all these details and then I start to read over it again. And I just fine tune it until I get to a place where I feel like, oh, that's the message. So I'm working on that one. So we just left off on the tongue of dream language. Enter the conversation with her by paying attention to your night dreams. This is a time for nurturing the deep psyche as it seeks to inform you of your next steps or next vision. Oh, I'm blown away. Wow. Oh, please. I want to know what the next step is. Gosh, I feel like I'm just in a fog. Don't try to control or influence at this stage. I'm totally getting that. So for anyone else that's navigating completely on faith, not even knowing what the next target is or the next goal is, I'm getting this distinct, real strong impression that we don't need to know. Just sit and abide in this feeling. Sit and abide in this moment and watch the magic happen. Right now, we're not meant to know what's ahead because we'd probably get into our own way and we'd start to make things want to fit the way they should. We're always trying to figure out life like it's a puzzle and we got to put our pieces in the right places. So right now, my puzzle pieces don't fit. I'm missing. I don't even know what the picture is, and I'm supposed to be okay with that. So I'm really working on it, and I feel like I'm actually getting better and better at this. It says, don't try to control or influence at this stage, like an infant completely dependent on its mother to carry it through adulthood. Relax. and rely on the wings of the dream mother to carry you into your next phase of life and love. Ah, that sounds beautiful. I'm ready for my next phase of life and love. Are you? Interesting. That was beautiful. I'm just going to tuck that over here. That was a beautiful message. All right, well, I feel like we got to jump into, I'm just going to remove this. I hope you liked the effort I put into over here. I got my happy place. And I thought, well, we've got this. We can see the box, and I'm burning incense. I have to be careful when Christopher's here. He's really good. Like, he'll say, that's okay, Claudette. But I know it bothers him, and I usually have the incense burning further away in the room. But now I can have it right beside me while I'm talking, and it does feel really good. I feel connected, and I love that. Incense is so important for me. Let's remove this screen, go to full screen, and everybody, let's get ready. I have our astrology calendar that we read once a month, the first Wednesday of every month. Ta-da! This is the Llewellyn's 2025 astrological calendar, and we're ready to read September. So, get ready. We are finished with August. Oh, wow. Love the vibe. This is very almost like badass, and I don't know. I just love it. Look at this picture. I'm trying to get there's that's good. Not so much of a glare. So this is the picture on the calendar for September. And now we're going to read about everybody's astrology signs and see what comes through. There we go. I'm just going to move this keyboard out of the way because I don't want to accidentally start typing or something. Doo-doo-doo. It's weird. Okay, I just want to make sure everything's good. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries. The theme right now is cooperation. If you find yourself becoming frustrated, Aries, take time. Take some time to be by yourself. At the very least, alone time will give you perspective, not to mention a much needed break from playing nice when you don't feel like it. Oh, good job. Okay, Aries. They're saying it's okay to pull out. You don't have to be in every organized activity, all right? And it's really important. I feel like if you're paying attention, you're going to know when you don't feel like you want to go. You don't feel like your head's in the right place. Maybe you're just more you're simmering on something and it's really agitating you. Normally I'd think, no, go out there, get yourself out there, go do something nice for somebody else and your head will get straightened out. But I feel like there's times when, yeah, we have to kind of just give ourselves time. There's obviously lots to assimilate with you. You're processing a lot and you need to give yourself space and time to do that, Aries. Your very good days coming up are the 17th and the 18th. So make sure you mark those down. And then demanding days, you've already had a few. The 2nd, you've had today, and you have the 29th and the 30th coming up. So good for you. You're kind of almost through the 3rd. So you've already done 2 of your more demanding days, Aries. And what you've got left is the 29th and the 30th coming up. And if you're an Aries, I'd love to see in the comments what you found a little more demanding than normal, in the sense that maybe we should have took a time out and we didn't, and it just ended up being a clusterfuck. We all know those times when you're like, I should have just stayed home. Why did I go? That normally wouldn't bother me. Normally I wouldn't be triggered. Normally I wouldn't be that little nitpicking on that one detail, and it's just because you weren't supposed to be there. Taurus is our next sign. Taurus, you may feel like going full-blown diva this month. A little drama can be fun. Just don't let ego issues get in the way of productivity. Sometimes you need to get along so you can get your way in the long run. Oh, I see. So, sharing the limelight. I kind of find that interesting for Taurus. I'm thinking the Tauruses I know are pretty like, they just stay to themselves and they're not really out there. But maybe they have a very healthy ego and I just don't know that about them. They have 3 favorable days this month. Taurus, the 19th, the 20th, and 21st. These are going to be great days where you can just let that diva shine and you can be, people are going to be really excited to be around you. They're going to be happy to see your uniqueness. But on the 4th and the 5th, which is just coming up tomorrow and the day after, be mindful of everyone around you, everyone that's in that project with you. They are going to be maybe an Aries and struggling, right? So you need to be very cognizant of everyone in the room, read the room. Maybe you're being a little bit too extrovert or you're not allowing someone else to bring some great idea to the table. So they're saying to you the 4th and the 5th, if you're not paying attention to who's around in the room or at that party, you're gonna end up with hurt feelings, and some people are gonna be a little bit resentful that you're being a little too self-centered. All right, Gemini, your mental gears may be shifting into overdrive, yet you're connecting well with the people around you, Gemini. Ideas come easily, and your to-do list is getting checked off at a record speed. Oh, I'm so jealous, Gemini. Remember to slow down and appreciate the small stuff. Well, it sounds like you're getting her done. Gosh, you know that old saying, 1 step forward, 2 steps back? That's how I feel most of the time. But it sounds like Gemini is just ticking along, getting her done. So excellent for you. Your good days are the 22nd and the 23rd. Those are your most favorable days, Gemini. So definitely, if you've got a task that you've kind of been like jumping around and not checking that one off, I would like wait for those 2 days to get it done. You're going to find that you have the capacity for it and you're going to be able to get it done nice and easy. So that would be my suggestion for you. Your demanding days are coming right up, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. So I just think that for you, these are the days where life is going to be really fast for you. Like you're going to be achieving a lot and you're going to be almost caught up in that whirlwind to the point where you're not aware of everything else happening. That's important. And it might be something simple like a little one putting their arms up and saying, "Mommy," and you're like, "I'm knocking them down. I'm getting stuff done." Take that moment and pick up your little one and give them a hug and just savor that hug. Savor the hug. So don't lose sight of the important things in your life. When things are going really well, sometimes we can overlook and take for granted that all of these other wonderful things in our lives are just going to hold space and be there when we're done zooming around and getting things done. They're saying it'll be very helpful for you to just slow your roll a bit and just acknowledge when there is love being given to you or you are shown a beautiful moment. Maybe it's simple like seeing a bumblebee. Okay, let's see. We've got Cancer next. You may be compelled to go overboard in at least one area of your life. Listen to your body, Cancer, and take it easy when you can. You may find your energy level is inconsistent. Allow yourself to have some downtime rather than pushing through the tired moments. So definitely for you, and they're giving you a little bit of a warning about your health. Sometimes, yeah, we got to push through and it'll be fine. And when we get to the other side, and then that's when we're going to take our rest. They're saying, Cancer, that's not a good idea. This is not a good tactic for you this month. They're saying your favorable days are the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. These are the days where you're going to feel the most level, and you won't be feeling like you're going high and you have all this energy and then you're low and you don't have any and I'm wiped out and I'm on the couch. Just know that that's the kind of month you're going to have. They're saying you're going to have those 3 good days, 24th, 25th, 26th. But the days that you're going to have a little bit of struggle with are the 9th and the 10th. And listen to yourself. When those days happen in Cancer, you're going to remember my words. You're going to remember them. And you're going to say, you know what? Tapping out, babe. I think I'm just going to go watch some Netflix, or I'm going to go have that nice bath, light a candle, and tomorrow everything will still be there. But I need to look after myself, okay? So listen to your body. Listen to the signals. When you feel like you're in that, like Mickey Mouse, and the locomotive like whistle is just going shh. Tap out. Leo's our next one. He was last month's baby. It's an excellent time, Leo, to tweak your eating plan. This is like health stuff. Analyze how you fuel your body, and changing some eating habits would be a great use of the planetary energy. Wow, that's interesting. Looking and feeling your best starts with what you eat, so make improvements where necessary. Excellent. So, Leo, your good days, you've already had one on the 1st. And towards the end of the month, the 27th and the 28th. I just think these would be great days. I would mark these down. I get the impression like they would be the days to start something new about your eating habits. Maybe you want to introduce something new, like collagen. I'm very interested in collagen. I think I have some at home now, and I'm supposed to be taking it. But maybe it's that nighttime toddy drink you're taking, and you're going to put something special in it. These will be the good days, the 27th, 28th, to start something new towards your health and having a healthier body. Your demanding days are the 11th and the 12th. And because they're talking about eating here, I'm just going with the flow. And I will say these are going to be your days where you're going to be very tempted to just fall off the bandwagon. And don't beat yourself up. We're all human beings having a human experience, as I say. So just know, Leo, that these are going to be a little rough those 2 days, and you may find yourself like craving something that you've been trying to avoid. It's okay. It's okay. You'll be able to straighten it out, and I don't think that anything is irreversible. So I think it's just be mindful. Virgo, let me take a sip of my tea here. All right, Virgo, make plans and set goals for the year ahead. It's important now to rest to avoid burning out. There's plenty of time to implement your ideas. Use this time to make sure you have space in your life for what's to come in the year ahead. Wow, Virgo, sounds like you're super busy and you've got like some great big project and a big change in your life coming. Wow. Congratulations. You have a lot of favorable days, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 29th, and the 30th. Your demanding days are the 13th and the 14th. So be very careful, Virgo, to just keep tomorrow's another day, all right? So I think for you, it's just like maybe giving yourself like a time where you won't be looking at your phone anymore, or at least not answering the messages that are coming through. That's okay. You can have healthy boundaries for your time. Otherwise, you're going to risk burning out. If you make yourself accessible all the time, then people expect you to be accessible all the time. I really rarely ever answer someone in the evening when they message me when it's business, because I feel like that is my time. And I don't think they even expect me to answer them at night. But if I do, I would be opening that door for people to cross that boundary into my private life when I'm at home and I'm needing to rest myself to avoid burning out. So Virgo, you've got a great year ahead of you. I think it's really important. Sit there and get stuff on paper. Get a timeline put together. You've got a big project ahead of you. Okay, moving on to Libra. Libra, you feel like being the life of the party, but it's a good time to tackle tasks you need to finish up. It's all about balance. Pour extra energy into valuable collaborations. It's your moment to shine, Libra, but remember, sharing the spotlight has its perks too. I'm getting that sense in a few of you here in your signs that be mindful of the others around you, and collabing can be a beautiful thing. It's so beautiful to see two of you enjoying like the benefits of the seeds that you've sown, like you're reaping it together. I just think, Libra, that they are reminding you that there are other people that you could share time with, and it would make it even more beautiful and more exciting, whatever you're endeavoring to do. There's possibly, Libra, someone that you could bring along for that journey, for this next little project, and it's going to be really good. You know, there's something beautiful about sharing an experience with someone else, and especially when you both end up achieving something together. So I really get this sense of achievement, and you can both look together and you'll have gained so much wisdom and knowledge and experience by collaborating together. It'll be a very good positive experience for you. So your good days are the 4th and the 5th. Those are the days where you will be the life of the party. And the demanding days will be the 15th and the 16th, and those are just the days to be a little bit mindful that it's not just you. There's not just you here. I think on the 4th and the 5th, too, will be the days when you're going to feel like you have this headspace and the patience to finish up some old tasks that you've kind of have halfway finished, or they're sitting there and you've put them in the corner, but they're bothering at you. Get them done. You're going to be good on those days. So the 4th and the 5th, so I'm talking about tomorrow. Sounds like you got plans. 4th and the 5th. Scorpio. When you're feeling overwhelmed by other people's lack of emotional depth or tenacity, take a break from them. Being your own best company can be a cure-all when you don't feel like you're on the same page as the folks around you. Oh, you're feeling a little bit out of the loop, Scorpio. Sometimes I know what you feel. So the favorable days are the 6th, 7th, and 8th. You've got some good days coming up. And then your demanding days will be the 17th and the 18th, Scorpio. So those will be the days, I think, on your demanding days where you're going to feel like a little bit like you're left out of the party, like you're not being included. There's conversations happening and you're not even part of them. You don't know anything about them. And I don't mean that in a nosy way, but you just feel like, aren't I part of the group? So it's going to be an interesting dynamic for you, Scorpio, but just rest assured, it's not anything personal. They're not meaning to be mean to you or exclude you. It's just time for you to take a little break and back away and let that situation evolve. It'll make sense later. And like I say, everything's going to get revealed here in a very interesting way coming up. I really feel that in the energies coming out. Sagittarius, that's me, and that's my buddy Jeremy. You may be forced to focus on the details. Fuck. If you know it's not your strong suit, could you tell? Oh, God. Accept assistance from those who are more detail-oriented. Your cooperation will be rewarded both for the teamwork and for turning out a polished end result. Wow, I like this. Who would help me on the details? I'm just going to have to be aware and open. I do know there's people that can help me on the details. I just don't know who they are, but I am going to be ready and willing and listening. My favorable days for any Sagittarius listening are the 9th and the 10th. Those are going to be my really strong days to really get some stuff checked off our list and to get all those details done. I do have a lot of details. I was actually just talking to a customer and they're like, how are you doing with everything? Well, I said, I'm good if I'm just concentrating on one thing. The thing is I got 3 billion other things I'm supposed to be doing. So that one thing is looking fantastic. So I'm trying to widen my view of all the tasks I need to do and kind of just nibble at more than just one and get hyper focused with that one because I tend to do things like that. My demanding days will be the 19th, the 20th, and 21st. So maybe I'll get some teamwork on those days, the days when I'm feeling a little bit like this is hard. I'm really having a hard time. Moving on to Capricorn. Challenges around rules and boundaries abound. Someone keeps moving the line in the sand, and you're not sure how to proceed. You have 2 choices. Throw caution to the wind and deal with the consequences later, or wait until things are clear. You've got this. Your favorable days, Capricorn, are the 11th and the 12th. And oh my gosh, if there's not one thing that really I find difficult to navigate is someone that's in a leadership position, but they keep moving the target. They keep moving or changing what they've said. And I'm sure I'm guilty of it because I always say to people, I'm a woman. I can change my mind as much as I want. But there is something about knowing cleanly where the boundaries are or what the expectations are. And I am honestly, Capricorn, I'm really feeling like you're going to feel like you bring something in and you made it to the specifications that were outlined. You feel really good about this, and then they moved the specifications into a different parameter and added more criteria, and it's just throwing you off your game, and you're like, this isn't how I like to bring stuff in, where you now look at it as it's not as good as I thought it was, right? Because I didn't have that information until I brought this project to you. Now you're telling me I'm short. So I just want you to know, Capricorn, on the 22nd and 23rd, expect a couple of really are you fucking kidding me? Like, can't this person just make up their mind and quit changing the rules? Listen, everybody has a backstory. Everybody's struggling with things. So if you can remember that these are going to be rough days for you, just take that deep breath and just know that it's not permanent. You're going to be fine. Just go with it. Be gracious, right? Have grace. Your good days are the 11th and the 12th. You're going to hit it out of the park those days. All right, Aquarius. You may feel like you're walking through a minefield of semantics and senseless nitpicking. Ew, nobody likes that. Before you react, take a deep cleansing breath and a second look at your work. You may need to do some tweaking to avoid conflict, but also to create the best outcomes. Well, it's sounding to me like there's a bit of ego involved in here, Aquarius, like you're really attached to whatever it is that you're creating. And then when someone comes in and will point some things out that are legitimate, you're going to take it super personal instead of just like objectively going, okay, great. Yeah, that'll fix that and that'll make it even better. So we are all learning, right? So Aquarius, you've got good days, the 13th and the 14th. You're going to hit those out of the park. Those are going to be great projects that you're going to accomplish, and you're going to be very proud of what you've done. But on the 24th and 25th and 26th, you're going to be given challenges on how you react to someone pointing out some shortcomings in your project, or maybe you invited a bunch of people to a party is what I'm getting, and you missed a couple of people, or you forgot their dietary requirements. Maybe you have someone that's gluten-free, and don't take it as a slight. That person's trying to help you out, and there's no damage done because you still have a day ahead, and you can just say, thank you for telling me, instead of feeling like you had everything covered. Just listen to other people on these days and know that they're going to be helping you out, and they only have their good intentions. All right. Last sun sign, Pisces. Everybody's being like super quiet in the chat, which is very interesting to me. Pisces, you're loving life and filled with optimism, but you're being asked to be objective and decide which things to remove from your life to make it better. In order to make space for more good things, find a way to lovingly remove what you no longer need. Ooh, that's not fun. All right, Pisces, your good days are the 15th and the 16th. These are the days where you're really going to be shining through and seeing the beauty in life and feeling like everything is going well for you. You're very excited about the direction you're headed, and things are just really good for you. Your demanding days, you've already had one on the 1st, and then you're going to have some at the very end of the month, the 27th and the 28th. These are going to be the days where you're really going to be held to task, and you're going to have to like face some hard truths. There's some people in your life that you've been allowing to tag along with you in your journey that really are not serving your highest and best good. They could be in your life for selfish reasons, or they have boundary issues where they're crossing over boundaries that you have set. I just want to give you that insight, just to be mindful that there is going to be a little bit of cleaning up and culling. All right? Well, I hope everybody enjoyed their astrological readings for September, and we will do this again at the beginning of, I can't believe it, October. So the first Wednesday in October is when we will go over everybody's signs again. Let me put this over here. All right. Now, what time are we at? 8:33. So we have a half hour. I know that Janice and Kathy were just like, please pull me a card. It wasn't. I'm just going to quickly, thanks for the butterfly, Blake. Let's find out. Janice and Kathy. You guys, these will be very quick pulls. But I will pull a card for you. And if there's someone else that wants a card, you can put your name in the comments and I'll do that. I was going to talk about other things, but you know what? If this is what you guys want, I will do that, okay? It's a show for all of us. So they really felt like they needed a card pulled. Okay, this is for Kathy. What do we got, Kathy? Oh, Kathy, you're going to be, they're just talking about that you've kind of been hiding from things and not engaging in certain social situations. You've been trying, like, kind of just avoiding them just so you can keep your sanity. So Kathy, they are saying that that time is coming to an end, and you're going to be asked now to have some get-togethers with people. You're going to be being very social. So just get ready for that. Let me look here. And I want to say that, hey, Miranda, thanks for the heart. They're also showing me that they want you to know that just to be ready, because don't be shocked if you see some not so nice behavior. Like you're expecting people in this time of socializing that you're getting out and having these engagements with people, that you're going to see some sides of people that you're like very disappointed in, and you're like, well, that's not very nice. But you're being shown their true colors, and you're going to see some stuff that is a little bit like, ugh, that's really hard to watch. Like, and I just want you to know that it's going to be okay. These are people that are going to be showing their true loyalties. And I like I've said before, I think this month is a lot about that, like where people's true selves are going to be shown, and you're going to witness it in very unusual, like very, like you're going to be shocked at how overtly, for the whole world to see, that's the kind of person they are. Okay, Heather says she would like a card. Well, I better get my little paper out. We have Janice, and then Heather wants a card. All right. I'm just going to take a drink. Do-do-do. Da-da-da-da. Here we go. So this is for Janice. This is your card, Janice. Hopefully you're listening. Here we go. OMG. I can just hear her. Dang it. Janice comes in for card readings, and we always have a good laugh over, like, the cards better be nice to me. This poor woman. Janice, I just want you to, like, right now your hands are tied, okay? And you feel like you can't, you are trying to make decisions, but you don't have all the information, and you're feeling very stuck right now because there are things that you're trying to get to happen, and you're not able to make it happen. And I just want you to know that, there are a lot of other, what do you call that? Influences around you that you're not aware of. And right now, you are meant to stay still. They don't want you making any more like decisions, because they're just saying there's just so many negative outcomes that could happen if you make a decision too soon. You're blind right now, and you don't have all the information you need. So I would really, just like me, Janice, we just got to let that owl from that card fly us around, okay? We're unfortunately, we're not meant to know what's ahead right now. We just have to kind of go with it. Yeah, there's definitely some information that you do not have, and many other things that you'll avoid by not making any choices right now. Okay, so there's some things where you would like to tidy it up, and you would like to just get that done, and they're saying hold off. There's a reason why you're like stuck right now. Okay, let's go. Heather, my Heather girl, let's do this. Okay, Heather has the Knight of Wands. It is time, my friend. Messages are coming your way. Yes, you are getting messages. Okay, so some new information is coming your way. Yeah, it's almost like a rescue is what I'm getting. So you have been in a situation where you're not sure what to do. And you're kind of like the card before, like where you felt like I need to do something, but I just don't know what to do because I don't know everything I need to know. But guess what? You're in the phase of information is going to come your way that's going to help you resolve this situation. By sitting tight and not impulsively just making this situation go away, you've done yourself a big favor. So just, I don't know what that would be for you, but there's something you've kind of been like delaying, and that's okay. And it's been good that you did that, because there's something now that you're going to learn, and it's going to help you finish up that and tidy up that situation. You'll be able to put an end to it. So I don't know. It could be simple as like, do I tell them yes or no to go on this trip? This is just an example that's coming to me. And you haven't been able to give them a yes, a final yes, or a final no. Just know that you're going to get what you need very soon. It's coming to you, and you will, yeah, you're going to, what is the red moon again? What was the days on, hang on, you're going to still see me here, but I'm cheating. September 7th. Okay, yeah, September 7th for you, Heather. Look out, you're going to get some info, and it's going to help you. Okay, guys. Let's call it. I don't see any other comments in there. We got some interesting stuff going on. A lot of birthdays. We always do the birthday. Okay, I gotta put on my headphones so I can hear the music. Hi, Crystal. Glad you could join us. Okay, so I'm going into media assets. I'm going to play the music maestro. Isn't that where I need to go? Where's my music? Sounds. I just didn't go far enough. Okay, here we go. We're going to play the music. I don't want it to be so loud that you can't hear me. So, happy birthday to you. I have like a whole bunch of birthdays. Okay, September 3rd. Sharon Sexsmith. Oh, and I never did look her up for you to show you, but she does. You know what? I'm going to go quickly to Facebook, open like a 14 millionth page, and I'm going to Sharon Sexsmith because I want to show you what she does. She was at the store in the early days because her husband has family here in town. But she does handwriting analysis. So now it looks like she's got some other qualifications that she's taken some. It says here, spoken words fly away, written words remain. Yeah, owner and founder of The Shining Life. Well, I have no idea what that is. So we're going to go into StreamYard, and I'm going to share with you, and we're going to learn together. Share screen. Share screen. I must be this one way back here. Hopefully I'm sharing the right one. Nope, I am not. Exits. This is what happens when you have so many screens open. I'm wondering. Anyway, she's a handwriting. I think Quill is in the name. I will put it in the show notes. Unless she's retired that business. I don't know. But when she came to the store, she did a thing on like you would write a sentence out, and it was just a random sentence. But then she would look at your handwriting and tell you a whole bunch of stuff. It was like reading cards, but she reads handwriting. Every year I would reach out to her to see if she would come to the expo hoping that maybe we could coincide it with a visit for her family, but we didn't get to bring her to you guys. Okay, Aman Korluki. So happy birthday. Today is Aman's birthday, and she's the lady who did the henna at our expos. You'll probably remember her. She always had a long queue, and she had that yummy Indian tea that we love so much. So it's her birthday. If you know who she is, make sure you go and wish her a happy birthday on her Facebook page, or however you want to wish her happy birthday. Erica Resendez, a friend that I met at the UFO Congress, a beautiful woman, beautiful heart. I just wanted to reach out on my show and say happy birthday, Erica. Guess what? Keanu Reeves' birthday was on the 2nd. He's Canadian, people. Matrix, Constantine. He was born in 1964. John Wick, all awesome, awesome movies. I'm just going to do this, and I want to go share because I did open up something of Keanu Reeves. Let me look. Gosh, I wish I could know what I'm opening up. Okay, that's the Blood Moon. That's Sharon. That's that. Oh, yes. Share. There's our guy, Mr. Handsome Canadian Keanu Reeves. And talk about such a good soul, right? He's the guy that'll sit down on the curb next to someone who's struggling and just sit with them, be with them. So I want to wish a very special happy birthday to Keanu Reeves. What else do we have? I hope you're enjoying the music, Blake. I just love this space. It feeds my spirit. Yes, the card aligns with me. You're so welcome, Heather, and thank you for confirming that. Aw. Well, good vibes in here, right? You are doing such amazing shares on this show. You are doing. I love it. Thank you, Heather. I love you all. That's what we're here for, to build each other up so we can get through another week. Okay, who else do we have here? I have like lots. Okay, so September 6th, Spella, and how she must have had some birthday money maybe coming up, because she came into the store today and I haven't seen her. I'm sure it's been a year, if not more. Excuse me, but she came in with her beautiful daughter, and I got to see her and see her daughter. And so it's going to be Spella's birthday on the 6th. So I want to wish you a happy birthday, Spella. Linda Eby, her birthday is coming up on the 6th. For anyone who knows her, she's often spotted at the Hug-a-Mug. Maybe we can plan something special. Her birthday is on the 6th, coming up. And Mr. Luc Hébert from Quebec, I want to say, bun fight. And so nice guy. I've known him as long as I've had the store, and he's just a wonderful guy in my court, and he looks after me very well with crystals and all kinds of supplies. So happy birthday, Luc. Coming up on the 6th. On the 4th, which is tomorrow, my cousin Joanne Boiseneau. And guess what, guys? If you have somebody that you want me to give a shout out, you can just send me a quick email, or you can say it right here in the chat, and I'll say happy birthday to them, all right? The next birthday is someone I want to bring up on the screen again. So let's go into share screen. I just gotta find, I think it's this page. Yes. So this gentleman, he is such a good guy. David Marler, very soft-spoken but so educated, and such an advocate to have in the UFO research world. I want to go into here just to talk about David. In November of 2020, he became the curator of the historic National Investigations Committee on Aerial Phenomena, the NICAP, and the Center for UFO Studies, SUFOS, case files, in addition to Dr. J. Allen Hynek, which is a highly prestigious, that he has earned that trust to have Dr. J. Allen Hynek's original Project Blue book files. He has like this library and he keeps everything there, and it's just, and it's so organized. Incredible. I think it took him a very long time to organize everything. He was offered the rare invitation of serving as a full board member with SUFOS. David willingly accepted this invitation and now serves in the role as their official archivist. He is also an author. He wrote the book Triangular UFOs. I remember because I was at UFO Congress when they introduced David Marler. He was brand new on the scene. And yeah, he had this book, Triangular UFOs, an estimate of the situation. And I loved it because he was just like, he went right into one specific type of unidentified flying object that people were seeing. And very specifically, I think there was the big one in Arizona that's that shape. So let's go over here and remove that. Ew, you're still there. Remove that. So I think we did it all. The other thing, I mean, we cannot not talk about it, is Graham Greene. So for anyone that's like, Graham Greene, I'm just going to share my screen again and show you who this is. Dancing with Wolves, that might be one hint. Where is my stop screen? And then I need to add again. Oh, let's find it. Not that one, not that one. Blood Moon. Huh. Well, guess what, guys? I don't have it. Huh. I thought I had one. Well, guess what, guys? Okay. I don't have it. I thought I had. There we go. I accidentally opened another window of the show. Graham Greene, I wish I had his picture. You would recognize him. He passed away this week, so it's very sad to see him go. He's iconic. Yeah, so I don't have much more to say, but Graham Greene, and Green with an E on the end, yeah, he will be missed. He was kind of a person you would see in movies, many different movies. He's been an actor for a very long time. Okay, we did it. Birthdays. I'm going to turn the music off now, just so you guys don't get too. But that's why I have to put on the headphones so I can hear the music. Otherwise, I won't know it's still playing. Here we go. I have to say, we're doing pretty darn good for time. 8:53. I'm getting her all done. Wow. Okay, let me get back in the comments so I don't miss any of you. I have to admit I didn't go look if there were any Claudette emails, Dear Claudette letters. If anyone is wanting, you can send me letters. You can send them, and I'm just going to show this, the Dear Claudette letters. And I think I have one where it's my mailing address. Here it is. There we go. I put it up on the screen for you. You can send letters to 10304 10th Street, Dawson Creek, BC, V1G 3T6. And this is like a Dear Claudette, this is bugging me. Or Dear Claudette, what do you think about this? Dear Claudette, I've been looking into this and I'm wondering what your feelings are about it. So it's just, I think that it would be super fun. It would give me something to jump on as far as topic. So I'm really open to hearing if you have anything you'd like me to talk about. It's also a nice place, like you can just send a letter in the mail, right? And it doesn't have to have a name signed or anything, right? It could be completely anonymous that way. And I will just read it out loud and we'll talk about it. And we won't know where it came from, which is super. Thank you to Snail Mail for that. The other thing is I'm thinking I'm going to figure something out about phoning in like something, but then your voice would be on. but I would really like to incorporate live phone calls in. So I'm going to work on that. Ben, my son, says, Mom, that's Discord. And that's what Shannon was saying that she said I could do. She felt like she could fix it for me because Discord just wasn't pairing up right. So I've got to look into that because eventually I'd like people to be able to call in if they wanted and chat, and then we'll just do a quick live exchange. So anyways, no Dear Claudette letters that I know of, but I did not check my emails tonight. I was running out of time. We are not doing a weekly code because we have started. It's official. We are now in phase 1 of selling everything in the store at a discount. So everything in the store, including displays or stands, just about anything is for sale. And I don't want you to feel bad or feel weird if I say, no, that's not for sale. You got to ask me. It's too monumental of a job for me to label everything with a price tag right now. I'm doing everything all on my own. So just be curious and just ask. I've started a list. People are already picking out different like stands and displays, and I'm going to get prices for them. And yeah, we're here to get rid of the storefront. It's a big deal. Today was day 1, and the wonderful thing was when I pulled a Oracle card this morning, it said exactly that. This is day 1 of many wonderful things coming up for you, but this is day 1. And I felt like, how fitting is that? It is day 1 for me. So I'm going to reread that card again tonight, as I'm sure many of you do. You pull a card and then you read it again. Oh, speaking of which, I feel bad for Janice. I think Janice said for 4 days in a row she's had the same card. The light, I think she said. So there is no weekly codes right now because everything in the shop, until I decide to make it even lower the discount, is 15% off just by walking in and showing me your beautiful smile. That easy. We have lots of wonderful things coming up, like lots of shows and things. So we've got the Silver Cove Rock and Gem Show that at Grand Prairie. It's going to be happening at the Evergreen Park. Should we remove this banner now? I guess we don't need it there. Hey, there we go. And Dear Claudette letters, we probably don't need that anymore. Hide. Here we go. There's also this email. I'll just let that run along the bottom. You can send your Dear Claudette letters or any feedback, birthday wishes, anniversary wishes you want me to read. They can be there. I'm going to flip and make sure I'm into the right spot here so I can see your comments. So the Silver Cove, yeah, September 12th to the 14th, they're doing their Rock and Gem Show. It's always a big one. It's fun. Bring lots of money, and just know that there's so much to look at. And not only are there going to be just like rocks, gems, and minerals, there's also other vendors that come along for the ride and are there at the show. So you'll have an opportunity to buy lots of cool different things, and not only just gems. Teresa Caputo, and some of us in the house know about that. We're going to be going. I've not gone to one of her shows, but in this new dawn of mine where I am not so tied to the store, I'm going to go out and explore things. So we're going to Teresa Caputo October 8th at 7:30 at the Bonnets Energy Arena at the Bonnets Energy Center. If you want to get tickets, let me give you a little tidbit. I almost paid American dollar for my tickets, because if you go to Teresa Caputo, you can buy your tickets to that show, but you're paying in US. So go to the Bonnets Energy Center website and get your tickets there, and you'll pay in Canadian. I think it's like $109 we paid per ticket. So the eventticketcenter.com, but I think that's the US one, so let's scratch that and go to the Bonnets. Christopher told me exactly where to go, and thank goodness for him. He saved the day. There's also Matt Fraser. For those of you like the flamboyant Matt Fraser, He's pretty funny. He's going to be at the River Creek Casino. I really wanted to go. It was odd. I was very passionate about it. But I just can't justify spending $1,200 on a hotel room for 2 nights. I just can't do it. So I'm going to step out of it. He's got 2 shows on the 12th of September and the 13th. And then we've got Yvonne's show, the Spirit and Soul Awakening Metaphysical Fair. It's coming up in October, the 24th and the 25th. And great news, Yvonne has agreed. She's going to pop into studio and she's going to come talk about her fair and just talk about her space and share with us what she does and what the show looks like. And if you're going to be an interested vendor, you could find out more information about it. We also have a really cool thing called the Global Psychedelic Week. So this one is like virtual. And for those that are very much into the, it's like the toad medicine and going for the ayahuasca. I don't know a lot about what medicines they're going to be talking about, but it's called Global Psychedelic Week. And my beautiful niece, Victoria, is one of the speakers there because they have a center in Mexico, her and her partner, Joel Briere. They're the co-founders of the CEOs of Vive. So, yes, one day I'm going to explore that. But you can go get your tickets online, and that's going to be taking place November 3rd through the 9th. And I didn't mention this last time because I didn't have the information, and I'm going to share the screen for this one. Share screen, because I know I have that one here. Yes, it's this one, share. Oh, Brenda's talking to me. Okay, there we go. This is the Spectral Live Stream Occult Paranormal Conference. Holy moly. And they've got a great lineup. Let's see here, presenters. Let's click into here. This is online. You get your tickets and it'll be American, but super cool. They're bringing the Salem, Massachusetts to your home near you. So for those that are very much interested in the spirit world and the occult and the paranormal, this will be your jam. Christian Day, A.C. Fisher Aldag, Adam Berry, Andre Consciencia, from Portugal. Oh, we got a Canadian, Angel Morgan. Oh, now I'm curious. Hoboken, New Jersey, April, the psychic housewife of New Jersey. Oh, I have seen the bits about her. Asia Bab Strong, New Orleans, Baba, okay. Ifalodin, he's another Canadian. Interesting. I wonder, it'd be very interesting to see what they talk about. Blair Murphy, Brady and Lexi Goebel, Bree Spears, Kane Thorson, Kate Johnson, Candy Howard, Carrie Ewers, Caroline Tully. I'm looking for Talbot because she's got such a like a crazy picture that's like, woo. Kat Targard, Selena Meyer. You know, listen, I could go on and on. It's like there's loads of people. I'm wondering where they put Talbot's picture. Oh, Thomas Reed is there. That's cool. Oh, and he's got a podcast. I'm going to have to listen to that and give that a listen and see what he's talking about. Another gentleman that I know through the UFO world. We met in person and we're friends. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't see Talbot in here. Schedule. Let's see. Oh, there she is. Look at this picture. Does that ever look like a witchy picture there, right? Lori Cabot is a pioneer in the modern witchcraft movement. So, yes, she's been on Oprah Winfrey by the looks of it. I'm running around here looking at things. But yeah, You would have a lot of fun. These things are always worth their money. And what I did see is that you'll be able to like re-listen to the shows. I kind of been peeking and looking at it and thinking, should I? I probably won't, just because I already got too much on my plate, and my astrology says I should be focusing on details. So I won't be. But anyone who's interested in that, this would be an awesome deep dive. The fun thing when you go to something like this is you get to listen to a bunch of different people, different personalities, and you're going to find certain ones you're really going to you're really going to feel attracted to, and you're going to really resonate with what they say. And that's what I love. You start like finding those people. I call them the people in your family. Well, I think I managed to get it all out. We just got to talk about what's coming up. So next week, like I said, Yvonne Hussey is going to join us in studio. We're going to learn all about her wonderful, what did she call it? Spirit and Soul Awakening Metaphysical Fair. And then we also have on the 17th, will be Fawn. So we've got lots of fun shows coming up. Fawn is going to be doing her runes again. I think she might be in studio. I know she's having trouble, so I don't know what's going to happen there. And then September 24th will be probably card readings by yours truly, Claudette. It'll be an open show unless something comes up or we have a guest that we want to book into that slot. If you are someone that would like to be on the show, you have things you want to share, I would love to hear from you. We're absolutely here to elevate everybody and to promote everybody. As long as you're in it for the right reasons, I'm game. So everybody, how do we feel? It was a good show again, I think. We all got our information. And as the Wednesdays go by, we'll talk about your reminders of your days that are favorable and your days that aren't favorable as they come up for that week. So don't worry, we'll recap. And I can't believe I'm saying already it's time to say goodbye. I will play my beautiful song for you that I love so much. It's so inspiring. And love you and leave you, as my friend Blake says. Until next time. And hopefully I'll see you in the store. And to everybody else who listened, thank you so much. Your support means a lot. Let's go into media assets and play our song. Beautiful song. I gotta listen.
Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone. Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes.